Yeah, hey guys, it's Rocky McGordy here. How's everybody doing? Back with another NFL video. Um, so it's Thursday, November. This is what? Week 12 NFL picks. So we're gonna go over week 11, then we're gonna do week 12, then we're gonna do the standings, and then we're gonna look at the playoff picture again. So Thursday, November 13th, Jets Jets Patriots. Patriots won, of course they did. Drake May played amazing. So good job of the Patriots. They are now 8-2 on the season. Wow. Dolphins beat the Commanders. Dolphins, okay, 2 in a row. I think 3 in a row for the Dolphins. We'll see. I don't know. They're still in it, so we gotta see. They might make. No, not gonna make the playoffs, but we'll see. Bears, Vikings. Bears somehow won this game. I can't tell you how, but yeah, Bears beat the Vikings, guys. So I can't even explain how I feel right now because the Bears are actually in first place for the first time since I think 2018. I think it's 2018 they might have been in first place, to be honest. Yes. Which is absolutely insane. That's what, 7 years ago, I think, when the double doink happened. You know what blows the fuck out of me about that whole game? Is that Cody Park, the only play I was working and the only play I got to see is that double doink. That's the only thing I got to see in that whole entire game. I ain't seen nothing else. Crazy as fuck. But, yeah. Bears won 19-17. Panthers, Falcons. Panthers won. Hey, 500. Panthers are 6-5. They're above 500 for the first time since Cam Newton was a QB. So I don't know. Steelers, Bengals. Of course, Steelers won. Packers, Giants. Of course, Packers were gonna beat the Giants. Jaguars beat the Chargers, guys. That's a big one. Texans beat the Titans to go. They're 5-5. They're back in the division. They're back in the playoff picture. They're back in everything. They're 5-5. They got a very, very, very good defense. Best defense in the league. So I'm not surprised. Bills beat the Bucks, which was a very good game, but the Bills did very good. 5 touchdowns for Josh Allen. He balled out, guys. He was balling. Good job to hit them. 49ers, Cardinals. 49ers beat the Cardinals like they should. Rams, Seahawks. This game was really good. The Seahawks missed a field goal at the end, or that it would have been overtime, but good job to the Rams. Ravens, Browns. Of course the Ravens won. Shedeur Sanders played. Hey, all I gotta say is this about Shedeur. Yeah, he had a pick. Everybody's like, oh, Shedeur is not that good, but he was slinging that thing around like, I don't know, man. I feel like Shedeur, he'll be pretty good, to be honest. I don't know. If he practices, he might be good. And you remember who his dad is? Exactly. So, Ravens won like expected, and Ravens are back to 5-5, which is huge for them. Broncos beat the Chiefs. Go Broncos. Yes, good job Broncos. And Broncos beat the Chiefs, which is insane. Eagles, Lions. Eagles won like expected. Cowboys, Raiders. Cowboys blew the Raiders out like expected. The Cowboys just, I don't know, not the best. Bills, Texans for tonight, Thursday night football. Bills, Texans, gonna be a very good game. I'm gonna say Houston wins with that defense alone. Because I know CJ Stroud's not playing. They might not win, to be honest, but they might. We'll see. So the next game is Bears Steelers. Aaron Rodgers might not play. I don't know. Bears, if they want to be a real team and a real contender, they gotta win this game. Will they? I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Steelers to win this game by a field goal or less. Chiefs, Colts, go Colts. Fuck the Chiefs. Vikings, Packers. I think Vikings are gonna beat the Packers. Maybe not. Probably not gonna happen. I feel like Packers are gonna win. Giants, Lions should win that easily. Jets, Ravens should win easily. Patriots, Bengals, Patriots should win easily. Seahawks, Titans, Seahawks should win easily. Jaguars, Cardinals, Jaguars should win easily. Browns, Raiders, Browns should win that game. Great defensive team. Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles should win easily. Saints, Falcons should win easily. Buccaneers, Rams, Panthers, 49ers should beat the Panthers. Let's go to week 11. The standings through 11 weeks. First place are the Patriots, and then the Bills are 7-3, and Dolphins are 4-7, and Jets are 2-8. I don't know. That's interesting. The Dolphins. Next division, Steelers are 6-4. The Ravens, that's huge. They're 5-5. They're back in it. They were 1-5, guys. Bengals are 3-7, and Browns are 2-8. Colts are 8-2. Jaguars are in second. They're 6-4. Texans are back in it at 5-5. And then Titans are 1-9. Broncos are 9-2. Chargers are 7-4. And Chiefs, this is big. They're 5-5. Hopefully, whoever the Colts beat them and they go to 5-6. That'll be huge. Raiders are 2-8. NFC is next. Eagles are 8-2. Cowboys are kinda back in it at 4-5. Cleaners are 3-8, and Giants are 2-9. Bears are in first place. They're 7-3. Packers are right behind them at 6-3. Lions are right behind the Packers and the Bears at 6-4, and then you have the Vikings at 4-6. Bucks are 6-4. Panthers are 6-5. That's crazy. Falcons are 3-7. Saints are 2-9. 2-8. Yeah, they had a bye. 2-8. Rams are 8-2. Seahawks are right behind them at 7-3. 49ers are right behind them at 7-4, and then Cardinals are 3-7. And then we're gonna do playoff picture. Alright, playoff picture through week 11. So, right now, the season started today. This would be, the Broncos would be the first seed, Patriots would be the second seed, Colts would be the third seed, Steelers would be the fourth seed, Bills would be the fifth seed, Chargers would be the 6th seed, 17th would be the Jaguars, and the Texans, Chiefs, Ravens. I'll just go by the top 3 because Dolphins are probably not going to make it. So, Texans, Chiefs, and Ravens would all miss the playoffs. And then next you got Eagles at the first seed, Rams are at the second seed, the big old Bears are the third seed, which is crazy. The Bucks are 6-4, the fourth seed. Seahawks would be a wild card at 7-3, while Packers would be a wild card at 6-3-1. 49ers would be 7-4, the seventh seed. Lions wouldn't even make the playoffs at 6-4. Wow. Panthers wouldn't make the playoffs at 6-5. Cowboys wouldn't make it, and then so on and so forth. So that's the playoff picture. I'm gonna see if they have a mock draft or anything. Mock draft November 13th. I think we went over this one, to be honest. No, nothing there, nothing big there. Okay, so we got our power update 14 hours ago. So this is updated 14 hours ago. So the first overall pick would be Ruben Ben Jr. He is a edge rusher. Okay. Alvarez, linebacker, Ohio State. And then the first QB would be, I don't get that. This is the thing. The Browns have, they should not go for this pick. I don't like that pick for the Browns. Either you trade it to, you could probably trade it to like the Cardinals. I would say the Cardinals need a QB because, he's injury prone, Kyler Murray. I don't know. I would just change it to something that needs a QB, or at least trade that pick for picks, because I don't really like that pick. It doesn't make sense to me why you would get another QB. I know it's a mock draft, and I know he's the best QB in the draft, and I know it's the Browns, and I guess, but let me know if there's any Cleveland fans that watch this video. Let me know how you feel about that mock draft pick. I don't know why people are saying that I don't get that. What I would do is maybe trade it to the Jets for some picks, and then let them have Fernando Mendoza, but that just doesn't make sense to me. That pick just doesn't make sense. Or you trade it to the Saints for more picks, that would make sense. And then the fourth pick, the Saints would get Ty Simpson. The fifth pick, Dante Moore. They need a QB bad. Caleb Down, that's a beast of a pick. Jordan Dyson, Washington. Spencer Frano, offensive tackle. Edge rusher. Why would you go for an edge rusher? I mean, yeah, you need defense. I guess that's one of their holes, but I guess that's a replacement with Trey Henderson. Not bad. Francis, offensive tackle. Cornell Tate. Why would you get another wide receiver? See, this is my argument. The Dolphins might try to go for a QB in this draft because Tua is so injury prone and can't stay on the field, can't do nothing. So I feel like that would be a good pick to where Browns could trade down. But that's my opinion. I don't know. 11 Miami, Cornell Tate, a wide receiver. I don't know. 12 manager. Okay. And then right now it's looking like they might need a QB. I don't know. Cowboys, Jeremiah Love. The reason why, that's not a bad pick. I wouldn't say it's a bad pick. I say they should go for that. If he's available, that would be the best available player. But you need a QB, man. Your QB's getting old. It's time to move on from Dak Prescott. I don't think they have a backup. Maybe they do. I don't know. Peter Red, defensive lineman. Kayon Sweet, tight end. Don Proctor, offensive tackle for Alabama. Okay. McCoy, cornerback. TJ Parker, edge rusher. Okay. I guess that makes kind of sense. Malachi Lemon, this man is a fucking beast. Malachi Lemon is a fucking beast. David Bailey, number 20. Denver Boston. Okay. Cautious Howell. Caleb Lamu. They got Cowboys again. That's for their trade. Malatora. Okay, an edge rusher. I don't get that. Why would you... Oh, never mind. It's a different team. LT Overton, edge rusher for Alabama. Okay, the Bears. Sonny Styles, linebacker. Evian Terrell, corner. Chris Bell, Hood. Chris Bowser 2. CJ Conception, what a fucking beast that man is. CJ Allen, up Broncos. They think the Broncos will win the Super Bowl. Wow. Okay. This would be the second round, but I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, I don't think. Give the first round. But yeah, guys, that's basically what they think people, what teams are gonna get. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching this another picks week 12. I've been streaming every day. Yeah, every day, basically 24/7. So you guys want to check out my stream link. I'll put the link in the description, I think, or whatever. Or just look up Rock McGordy 12 on Twitch, and I should be there. I should be saying I'm streaming. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This was NFL Picks Week 12. And yeah, guys, I'll see you next week. Peace out.